Howdy y'all, my name is Brunt Mistrenner, Troll of the Mistrenner tribe, and today I want to talk to y'all about taking ARCHIMONDE. ARCHIMONDE is the final boss in Hyjal Summit, and by far the most difficult. ARCHIMONDE hits like a bus. What I mean is, if you don't respect a hard-hitting boss and invest in that mitigation, you're gonna go splat. Maybe if you have full tier 5, then you could put a threat piece on for a trinket or a ring or something. But majorly defensive stuff, because he hits really hard. And the other aspect is your healers are having to run around due to fire, so they can't plant and heal you. And sometimes they get knocked into the air and they can't heal you. And sometimes they're feared between tremor totem ticks and they can't heal you. So for one, you have to respect the damage of ARCHIMONDE, and for two, you have to respect the interruption of your healers during ARCHIMONDE. So mid stuff on. If you notice here, I've got food buff. I think I went with either agility or stam here. Mitigation. Strength, agi, protection, scroll. If you're not rich, you don't have very much gold, you can skip the agility and strength and just go for the protection. It's really good armor per value. On white main server, it's about 86 silver for scroll protection, and that gives you a good chunk of armor. Against a boss like this, it'll increase the chances of the raid, and if you need help with consumes, ask your guild. They know that tank stuff is expensive, so maybe they could help. Otherwise, major defense elixir, so you want that armor, and then in the battle elixir spot, you can go for elixir of demon slaying here, because ARCHIMONDE is Burning Legion boss, a demon. So demon slaying gives you an attack power buff against him. That's my portrait. Okay, so going in there, pretty much full mit. I got Earth Shield on me, 6 stacks. You also want to have Fear Ward here. We're pulling in. He has a big guy already, so we're running in. Open it up, Battle Shout. And I did a Sapper, just for threat. Heroic Strike, Devastate, Shield Block. And I get up my Thunderclap and Demo Shout. Thunderclap, he resist. We're building threat. Shield Block when I can. Thunderclap, we got it. Demo Shout, we got it. That's a really important thing for any boss. If you are the main tank of any boss, or if you're an off tank and you're a warrior, keep these up all the time. It helps a lot. Even if you have heavy threat stuff on and you're playing sweaty, they're just too valuable of abilities. It's worth the global. And if it resists, hit it again. But keep that shield block up. Keep Iron Shield up all the time. 2 minutes. It's up all the time, right here. And I look down here at the timer. 1 minute to go. Heroic Strike, Devastate, Shield Block. Shield Slam. We have Imp Expose on the boss, so Shield Slam is better than Devastate for threat. Sometimes I'll be looking at the battlefield and I'll just be hitting Devastate and kind of thinking about my positioning. That's fine, in my opinion. Your threat doesn't need to be 100% perfect. Mitigation and positioning, staying alive and being in the right spot are more important than min-maxing your threat. Pain Suppression is on me. But look here, we got someone dead. And every time someone dies on ARCHIMONDE, some really bad stuff happens to other people. Maybe they get silenced. Look at all this damage. They just took a bunch of damage from that. And that caused the second person to die. And this boss is like a domino effect, because every kill that happens, he does some evil spell that does some bad shit to you. Drain mana, deal damage to everybody, silence them, all kinds of stuff. And that's putting pressure on the healers to heal everybody else instead of the tank. So not only are they getting knocked around, but now my shaman has died, so I don't have tremor totem. So one thing that you can communicate with your team is Fear Ward, call it out. And then sometimes, say you only have 2 priests, you need to stance and get the other one. So that was a wipe. It was a loss of a person into damage, into another one, and it kind of dominoes from there. So we'll skip ahead and I'll try it again. Skipping ahead. Put it in the VCR here. Okay. And we're going in again. Next try. Demon Slaying is up. I have the greater ward of shielding on the shield. That's 4,000 damage. Well worth it. I got my scrolls up. Got my earth shield. And I have my food buff. You want to be fully prepared. I also have the I also have this. Shielding. Helps the chest piece. Okay, going in. Battle shout. Devastate, shield block. Shield slam, thunderclap. And we got the thunderclap first try. And our Fury Warrior help with Demo shout. We appreciate that. That saves me a global. I can get more threat. Shield block it, shield slam it. Iron shield always up. We are pumping that threat. We were way ahead. The DPS need to pay very close attention to where they're standing. The fire really hurts and the fire puts a big debuff on. So you want to stay out of it whenever you can. Shield block every time. Thunderclap, he resists. Fear. Fear ward got it. Do I get a refresh fear ward? Yep, I got a new one. That's another really important thing as a main tank. You need to make sure you have fear ward or you're prepared to stand stance. We're tanking him steady. Thunderclap is up, Demo shout is up. We're just holding him in the center here. The tree is kind of to my back and a little bit to my right. Your raid leader may tell you to point at a different direction, that's fine. You just need to make sure that you're not in the fire. You can move it a little bit, but I think generally speaking it's better for the other people to adjust and move just to make sure you're not missing your defensive cooldowns. Okay, for this fear ward got it. But now the priest cannot fear ward me. So I'm looking at this timer over here with DBM. 30 seconds. And then I'm going to go Berserker stance, Berserker rage. And I'll be immune, and then I go back defensive. Thunderclap, Demo shout both up. Iron shield 7 seconds. Battle shout 7 seconds. Can we get him up? While keeping up shield block. Battle shout is up. Iron shield is up right away. We're in the rhythm. Alright, fear coming up in 5, 3, 2, 1. We're going Berserker, Berserker rage. I am fear immune for the next 7 seconds. Now in this case we did DPS him down past 10%. And spoiler alert, that's where the fight ends. Because Illusion or something helps. But yep. Bear in mind the fear. Make sure you have Tremor Totem uptime. If you're the main tank you should have Fear Ward. And you should have an order decided ahead of time. Priest A, Priest B, and then stance if you're a warrior. Heavy mitigation gear for this fight for sure. Iron Shield uptime should be 100%. Thunderclap Demo shout uptime should be 100%. Armor Elixir for your defense. And Elixir of Demon Slaying for your threat. You could also do Elixir Major Agility for some additional mitigation. You get some dodge with the agility. And I would not really argue against a flask. A flask is probably cheaper as well, so if you want to play it safe and do it that way, that's fine. 500 health and 10 defense is good. Archimonde drops some pretty good loot. He is one of the tougher bosses. Bear in mind his aggro radius is huge, which means you oftentimes just want to run back and get in rather than do a white protection resurrect thing. The run back isn't too bad, and in my opinion, Hyjal is a pretty scenic place anyway, so it's not too bad to visit there. Well, hope y'all found this useful. Best of luck in y'all's abyss quest. For the Horde, motherfucker!